danced for like 4 hours last night. I've been aching in my body from not moving and not feeling and expressing. And fancy that I woke up really tired, but also super reset. I woke up craving zucchini and eggs and bacon, and I did that. And then I'm off to a embodiment workshop. Fucking magical. It was a combination between a support group and a dance movement therapy session and a yoga session. Really safe. I had a beautiful day yesterday, and then I had a little bit of a challenging morning and evening and morning, having a lot of thoughts swirling in my head about my relationship and other people in my life that have been that have ghosted me or have like stopped talking to me suddenly, and I have a lot of pain and grief from that situation, and yet I'm still in partnership, a relationship with my partner who I've been feeling increasingly as though I don't have any certainty about when they're going to show up. But as I may have mentioned earlier in this vlog, I recently found out about my attachment style. I tend to oscillate between blaming myself or blaming my partner for some issue that's going on, and I find it a little bit difficult to parse out if it's them and if it's me and that kind of stuff. Because I do believe that when you seek and find abundant joy within yourself, that you can share that without strings attached and without controlling attitudes towards other people. And anyway, smoothie. Hello, beautiful. I haven't filmed a lot of the last few days. I did have a really nice weekend. I did show that I did a juice cleanse, that I went to the embodiment workshop, and that I went to the introvert tea party. And I think I mentioned that I had originally planned to spend this past week with my partner, and had been having some stuff coming up around their availability, but what happened was, though, because I had taken a bunch of time off of work to hang out with them originally, I got a lot of time to myself, which I think I really needed. Like, what's really interesting is, yesterday, Sunday, the last day of this week, me and my partner got to sit down and have a conversation that was really challenging. And it was about how I'd been feeling, how they'd been feeling, and how we were gonna make things work schedule-wise. And there was just a lot of emotions and stuff coming up, and a lot of the work that I think I've been doing helped me with that conversation, and the work we've been doing. And so it was a tough conversation, but we did have it, and we did end up talking about the problem, the issues we were having with our relationship, and time, and then I guess and hearing each other. And so that was good that we had that conversation. I feel a lot better and clearer about what I need from them and what they need from me. But either way, this whole week I've had my own space. I've had a lot of space to myself, and I think that I have actually really needed that space, because what it ended up happening was, I got to do a juice cleanse, I got to do a lot of art, and I got to get pushed to the point of discomfort of being by myself, that I was pushed back into doing things that I do when I'm alone, and like I used to do a lot more of, like dancing and jogging and doing yoga, and so my body's feeling a lot better, and I'm just noticing how I'm thinking about how, in order to have a successful relationship, in order to have a successful, happy life, but also a relationship, or relationships, like, you have to be in love with yourself, and you have to be doing the things that you enjoy and that really fill you up, and that can give you a place of groundedness to approach the relationship from. You're not just, I don't know, looking to someone else to make you happy or something. These are my plants. Alice. This is Nubbins. I got them at my, pronouns are they, them. I got them at my sister's wedding shower, because for knowing them, the future bride best. They're quite a wacky boy, but they're still alive. This is a questionable propagation. We don't know about them. Those seeds aren't gonna grow. There's a whole story behind that. This was an intention that I set, and yes, it did not manifest, in fact. This is Harris. They're not doing super great, but my roommate got them for voting for Biden, so that's why they're called Harris. This is Pippin. He barely survived the freeze, but trying to make it work. This is Marcia. They were huge, and she was huge and falling over around the edges. And then the big freeze in 2021, almost killed her. But this is what still survived and hung on. And actually, this was a plant from my first coven. And so it was hilarious to me that it completely died, because my coven died. But now as it sprouts back up again towards the surface, my coven is actually coming back around. So I see that as a good sign. I had a really good reset weekend and started to move my body again and started to make plans, but also this month I'm going back to full-time. I've gone back to full-time working at SAFE. And then I'll be able to start substituting for Whole Life Learning Center in August. Another thing that's going on right now with finances and everything is that my roommate has been paying half rent for me to hold this space for them until this month. And some of their paperwork, they're having trouble with getting some of their paperwork through. And so they just told me they might not be renting my room after all. Should I just rent a studio in San Marcos, which it feels like that's the most practical thing to be doing right now, and I probably will. But it makes me want to cry to think about it, because this space that I'm in right now, like, I've hosted rituals here, I've created like a safe haven here. This is where I came out of COVID and had game nights and like such special memories.
Do you have a preference between female or male doctor, or first available is fine?
It does. It matters a lot. But what matters even more is this present moment.
Just received the news that my roommate, who was on hold for this room, is not going to take the room, so I need to go search for another roommate. And that definitely puts financial stress, but I did earlier today like write out a bunch of financial planning, and I'm actually going to be able to take the hit, which is good. I'm able to talk to potentially my coven mate about renting the room, but I'm also thinking about breaking the lease and moving into an apartment in San Marcos to go to school, which would be great. It would be a great option for me. So my first reaction when the person reached out was, you've been applying to jobs other than that, but first reaction when the person reached out was to feel like angry or feel like I should have worked today so I could get the money. Like I said, I've also been sitting in this chair all day, so I think I'm gonna go for a drive. I might call my friend Angel because I'm feeling sad and overwhelmed and I miss him and I'm scared. And I trust myself that I'm gonna figure this shit out. But you don't do stuff alone, you do stuff in community. And that's why I do all of this. That's why I do Shakti Moves. Oh yeah, I also just reached out to my co-facilitator at Shakti Moves and told her that I can't speak to talk today because this is going on. And that's a little complicated because we're reorganizing the dance. It's just, I need to get out of the house. Scared of transition, scared of moving, scared of a new school, a new job, a new location. At the same time, I had this huge pride that I got to this place, that I made it into Texas State, that I got here, and I also have this. I felt as I'm driving away from Texas State, I wanted to have a Divine Feminine Intimacy event tonight, and since I am feeling a little under the weather. Reaching out to my girls, to the friends, the ladies, the women that have been making this magical space with me, seeing if they want to just host it while I'm just hanging out, you know, coloring, or if they want to just hang out. And I don't want to cancel it because this might be one of the last times that I'm able to host these kinds of rituals in this space, and it's bittersweet. And I want to get as much quality time with those people as I can. And yeah, as I was driving away today, right now, from the Texas State campus, I suddenly had this feeling. I had this feeling of when I was first in Austin, and I don't know exactly what it was, but I've heard my girlfriend, like, I just felt the presence of my first girlfriend that I had in Texas, saying that she's proud of me. And it's one of those things that it's not something that I have to wonder about. It's not something that I have to wonder if she would say or if she would be, you know. When we separated very amicably. We were no longer compatible, and at the same time we had done a lot of beautiful. Oh, look at that, the river! That is fucking gorgeous. Oh, I can't wait to spend some time over there. Wow. That's gorgeous. Oh, look at the HEB right up here. That's so nice. I'm really starting to feel into the peace of this town. That's one thing that I called my partner while doing orientation, and they said that they really love San Marcos, and they were just talking about the slower pace and just the warmth in the community of the town, and I really started to driving away from Texas State and like realizing that I got in and realizing that this is my new step in my life. I could just feel her with me